welcome back to my channel. It's me, Derri, and if you've never been to my channel, welcome and thank you guys for stopping by. Today I want to give like an update video on what I've been doing with my life. What have I been doing since pharmacy school? Do I have a job? Did I pass my boards? Etc, etc. When will I compete again? Just answer a few questions, you know, that some of you may have been wondering, and just give you guys a life update, you know. So let's go ahead and jump right into this video. Alrighty, so if you've been watching my channel, you all know that I graduated pharmacy school in June, and it is now November 26th, 2018, and I have been out of pharmacy school for going on 6 months now, which is great. You know, I've always waited for that moment. I've been in school since I was 2. I went straight from high school to undergrad, straight from undergrad to my master's, literally straight from master's to pharmacy school, because I went to pharmacy school like exactly 1 month after I got out of my master's program. So yeah, I have just been non-stop with the school thing. So being out of school is something new for me, you know. It's a great feeling to finally be done. But you know, once you're done, you're not really done, because you have to take boards, and then you have to get licensed, and then you have to find a job, you know, normal life stuff. So before I graduated pharmacy school, last February, I got a job working as an intern at a store in my hometown, and I've been working at that up until recently. Once you graduate pharmacy school, you have to wait on your ATT, which is your authorization to test, in order to sign up for any of your board tests. In the state of Georgia, we have to take 3 board tests. We have to take a wet lab, a log exam, and the NAPLEX. Most states only require the NAPLEX and the log exam, but of course Georgia wants to be money hungry, and they make us take the wet lab as well. So once we got our ATT, which was around like the beginning of July, we signed up for our boards and our tests. The wet lab is the only test that's like a designated day, because they only offer that test 4 times a year. So they offer that test in January, May, June, and August. So basically, since we graduated in June, we were only able to take the August test. So it's very important to pass that test, because if you didn't pass that test, you have to wait until January to become licensed, which was up. So anyways, the beginning of August, I believe like the first week of August, I took the wet lab and I passed it. So I was definitely happy I passed that one, because like I said, I would have had to wait until January to become fully licensed. Then about a week after that test, I took the Georgia law exam and I passed it. And then at the end of August, I took the NAPLEX and I failed it. Yes, I failed the NAPLEX on my first try, and let me tell you guys, I was so extremely devastated that I failed this test. It was the most expensive test we had to pay for. It was around $600, and I just really felt like I had let myself, my family, my husband, I just felt like I had let everybody down, and I only failed it by like a few points. So I really was hurt. I was hurt. My feelings were so hurt. I was at work when I found out that I failed my test, and like my coworkers did not believe me when I told them I failed, and they were like, you're playing with us? I was like, no. Like, let me tell you, I was literally depressed. I was literally depressed for like 2 or 3 days. I didn't have an appetite. I couldn't eat. I had to make myself eat stuff, and I lost about 5 pounds in like 2 days, just because I was so sad and depressed about it. But you know, everybody encouraged me that, you know, next time was gonna be better. Everybody gave me great words of encouragement, my coworkers, my family, my friends, all of my close friends, and I really appreciate you guys, if you are watching this video, for giving me all of that great motivation to keep pushing. It was really my fault that I failed the test, because once I graduated pharmacy school, like my mind was like checked out. I was like, you know what, I'm so happy to be done with school. I was studying for the boards, but I wasn't like comprehending. I wasn't really focusing on it. I was ready to do a competition. I was like working out in the morning, then I come home, take a nap, then I would study a little bit, then I go to the gym again. So my mind wasn't really focused on what it really needed to be focused on. And you know, my husband did try to tell me, you know, that I needed to be focused on the test and not to be worried about competing until after I passed my boards. So I mean, it technically was my fault, because I had really checked out. So anyways, you have to wait 45 days before you can take the NAPLEX again. So I took the NAPLEX again in October, and I passed it with like flying colors. Like, so I was excited that I passed it. I passed it with a 95, in case you're wondering, I guess. You have to have a 75 to pass. So and the scores out of like 150. I don't really know how they scale the scores, but anyway, I made a 95 on the test, so I was extremely happy. So I got licensed in October, and then like I said, I was still working at my job as an intern, and by the time I got licensed, my job was actually in the process of hiring. Now back in May, they were saying they were on a hiring freeze. They weren't hiring any pharmacists at all. So I was kind of worried about that, you know, being that I was like getting ready to be licensed. So that was one of my worries, that I would not have a job once I became licensed. However, once I became licensed, my job was hiring pharmacists. So yay, I am now a pharmacist. I'm a licensed pharmacist and I do have a job. So I started working as a pharmacist about 3 weeks ago, and it's been an interesting process. I work in retail right now, and you know, it's been, like I said, it's been interesting. We work long hours. My shifts are 10 hours minimum, 10 to 12 hours, whatever shift. Well, I guess Sundays are like 7 hours, so I guess 7 hours. But during the week, it's 10 hours minimum to 12 hours, 12-hour shifts. So I'm just trying to get used to working those long shifts. Now, I did, as an intern, I used to work long shifts. Like I would work 3 12-hour shifts, but then that would be it. But as a pharmacist, the way they do the scheduling is so different. Like I've worked the past 5 days in a row. I worked, Thanksgiving was last week, so I had to work the day before Thanksgiving, then I was off Thanksgiving. Then I worked Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And today is Tuesday, and I'm just now off work. And then I have to work tomorrow, but then I'll be off for 5 days. So it's just like this weird scheduling. So, you know, that's my next thing right now, just trying to find this work-life balance, because I do plan to compete in 2019. Yeah, so I got to figure out like how to balance working out, life, and work at the same time. And then I do have other career plans. I don't want to really say what they are right now because I don't want to jinx it. So I will be looking for other career options eventually, but I'm just trying to get settled in my new job right now. So anybody out there that's watching this video, if you did not pass the NAP place on your first try, or if you didn't pass any of your other board exams on the first try, I just want to say, you know, keep pushing. It's not the end of the world. Make sure you're studying, make sure you're focused, clear your mind of anything else, and just, you can do it. You really can do it. When I failed the test the first time, I didn't know when I was going to be able to sign up for the test, so that kind of left me in limbo for a while. So I didn't immediately start back studying. I did start studying maybe like 2 weeks after, you know, I found out I failed the test. But I think my studying was more effective, I guess, you know what I'm saying? Like I felt like I was retaining more of the information when I studied the second go round. I mean, of course I did. I didn't want to have to pay that fee again, you know what I'm saying? But yes, so I am a licensed pharmacist, so I'm just excited. I haven't got my first check yet, but I will be getting my first check soon. And you know, everybody's always like, oh, the hard work will pay off in the end, you know, oh, you've been in school so long, it'll pay off in the end. I'm just like, Lord, I am ready to see it pay off. And finally, very soon when I get this first check, it will be about to pay off. I don't know how much my check will be. I'm kind of eager to see. But let me just tell you a little bit more about my job. So I am a 32-hour modified full-time floater pharmacist. So that basically means I'm guaranteed to work 32 hours a week, and I'm still considered full-time. 32 hours a week for me, I was like, that's great. I only want to work 32 hours. I don't want to have to work 40 hours if I don't have to. But right now, I am at the store where I was interning at, and one of our pharmacists had a baby, so she's out on maternity leave. So basically, I'm filling in for her right now. So I have been working more than 32 hours a week. The way they do it is kind of weird though. They do it by the periods. So which a period is 4 weeks, and that's how they schedule you. They schedule you 4 weeks in advance. Basically for this period, I have 150 hours, but I'm only supposed to be working 32 hours a week, which would be 128 hours. So technically my first check should be, you know, looking good, being that I'll be 22 hours over what I'm originally supposed to be working. Once our pharmacist comes back in December 28th, I'm not sure how my scheduling or hours will be, because then I will be a floater. So I will be a floater pharmacist for now, which I'm not upset about that. The store I currently work at is hella busy. When I tell y'all we hella busy, we do like 500 plus scripts during the week, which is crazy. But we do have 2 pharmacists most of the day. We have a big overlap. For example, if I work 8 to 6 p.m., another pharmacist will come in from 10 to 9 or 11 to 9. So we have like a big overlap right now at the pharmacy I'm currently at, just because of how busy we are there. So yeah, I'm just trying to get used to working a lot and standing up a lot. Standing up a lot can be hard on your back, you know, so I think I'm gonna have to get like a back brace or something, just because I feel like my posture is not correct. So I'm gonna have to do something about that. But overall, that's what's been going on in my life. Passed my boards finally. I'm licensed, I have a job, and now I am in the process of getting a coach for my competition season. I do know who I'm gonna have from my coaches this year. I'm so excited. When I get my first check, you know, that'll be one of my things I do, you know, get my coach all settled out and all that stuff, get them all squared away. And I have a coach and opposing coach, and they kind of work together, so that kind of works out good. But yeah, I'm just super excited to see what's going to be happening in the near future. Someone had asked me to make a video about the pharmacy job market, and let me just tell you guys, the pharmacy job market right now is very slim. Pharmacy is a very saturated field right now, so it's really tough to get a job, in my opinion. Thankfully, I had this job. It came in at the right time. It might have been even more opportune, because if I had passed my boards the first time, they weren't hiring at the time. So I mean, I don't know if that was like a blessing in disguise. I'll take it. But now I do have a job. You know, I didn't have to change companies or anything immediately, so I kind of already know the system. It wasn't hard for me to transition into the role of a pharmacist, if that makes sense. Like I said, I do have other career plans that I plan on pursuing soon, so we'll see how that goes. And then maybe I'll do another job, pharmacist job market video or something like that soon. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about my post-pharmacy school life, let me know down below. The question that I've been getting the most since I've graduated pharmacy school is, when am I gonna have a baby? People ask me that. I swear people ask me about having kids at least once or twice a week. I'm gonna just go ahead and let everybody know it won't be anytime soon. I'm looking at 2020, at the end of 2020, maybe getting pregnant. I'm not looking to get pregnant anytime soon, just because I'm trying to get settled with life. I would like to have moved into another house by then, before we have kids. So yeah, we just have a lot to work towards before we have a child. Stick around to see how everything goes. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Okay, so I just got back in the house because I had to go run an errand for my husband. And when I got back home, this was waiting on me, and it's so funny because I just recorded this video. So let's open it up. I was just literally thinking about this, like no lie. I got my pharmacist license. This is my wall license. So after you get your license, you get a wall license. Even though I've had my license for about over a month now, they're just now sending me my wall license, and this is so exciting. So yeah, never give up, people. Never give up, okay? So yeah, this is super exciting. I literally was just thinking about this, and to come home and it was waiting outside for me. I'm definitely excited that, you know, now I have my diploma, but now I have my official wall certificate. Now you have to hang these up in the pharmacy that you're working in, but being that I'm a floater right now, I don't have to hang it up in a pharmacy. So I shall just keep this, and I guess I'll get it framed. So exciting. Okay, bye y'all.